The Book of Esther, also known as Hadesa. This is about a queen who was first a Hebrew and made into a queen, and how she saves her whole people, and how to this day we remember Queen Esther and her bravery for saving all the Hebrews, how the Most High saved all the Hebrews, even in the time of their captivity. This story takes place with the king of Persia, King Astaraf. The prince of Persia, King Ahasuerus, he was having a banquet with all the kings and fellowmen of the country, an elaborate banquet where he got together with all of his king's friends. He called for his queen Vashti, who was very beautiful, who was also at a woman's gathering. Queen Vashti did not want to come. However, the king's servant asked for her. She refused. The king was made aware. The king was furious. He went to Vashti and told her, "Get out of my palace, for you will not be able to be here anymore. I don't ever want to see you again." The king then made aware to everyone and made a public announcement that the queens should not do this. No woman should disrespect their man, and he would have a feast and a banquet to have another woman. Mordecai knew of this and told his niece Esther, also known as Hadesa, the most beautiful woman that you can never see. She and all the other women of the land auditioned to be the king's new queen. There was lots of them. They all bathed in myrrh for a total of 6 months plus, and they went out with all the fineness and dined and everything. Mordecai let her know all the secrets to get with the king, as well as the guardsmen and Hadesa, Queen Esther. Haman could not stand the Hebrews. He hated how Mordecai was always so with his only people, and he wanted everyone to make sure that he bowed down. Mordecai was a good man. He heard 2 people try to plot against the king. He told the king, and the king thought that was very good. He wrote it down in his book of remembrance, and one night he could not sleep. He then said, "You know what, I'm going to honor someone who's special." Haman thought that it was him. It was Mordecai. He was pranced about, which made Haman even more upset. Everybody was so happy that he was the one and not Haman. Haman was not happy. So Haman also noticed how Mordecai did not bow down to the king as everybody else did. So Haman thought, "I must get rid of him." With his wife, he discovered and talked with the plan and said, "How do I get rid of Haman?" He then told the king, "You know what? All the Hebrews do not bow down to you. You must kill them." Mordecai heard of this plan, and he knew he had to make sure he told his niece, "You must tell the king that you are Hebrew." "But I can't speak to the king without it." But she knew that she had to. So she called the king and asked for a banquet. Naaman was the special guest. He also came. She told him, "I am a Hebrew, and I'm scared that you might kill us." The king said, "Never, never will I kill you." So who said this? It was Haman. Haman's the one who told me to do this ridiculous law to kill my beautiful wife? Never. So then the king made a decree that all the Hebrews are able to fight and defend themselves against people such as Haman. Haman was so upset and begged for the queen's life. Mordecai was then very happy. And to this day, they make sure that they remember how the Most High set it up to where the Hebrews could fight alongside with their swords and with their victory and win over anyone who tried to oppress them. And there, Hadesa, Queen Esther, will be remembered for all these days for her bravery. She was not afraid to die, and for her people, she made it known that she was a Hebrew, and the king allowed it to be so that they win.